Hi guys! So I'm super excited and so pumped that the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl again this year. And so I created a really fun blue and green eyeshadow look, and of course it has glitter on it because I'm sorry, I'm a huge glitter fan. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have fun creating your own looks getting ready for the Seahawks Super Bowl game. So hopefully they win, fingers crossed, and I'm super excited to show you guys this look. But one thing I noticed when I was searching through YouTube was that there weren't a ton of Seahawks makeup looks. So I decided that I would just give you guys one tutorial or two, but 3 different tutorials on different looks that you guys can use for the Super Bowl on Sunday, so you have different options. And I hope these looks, you guys have fun with them. I know I had a lot of fun creating them, and I hope they inspire you to create your own looks or even recreate them using those fun blue and green colors. So I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy watching these tutorials. So first up, I am going to put down a primer with a brush. My primer just helps to keep the colors lasting longer and help them be really pigmented as well. So I'm putting down that primer as my base. After that, I am going in with a pigment that is similar to my skin tone. It is a little bit darker, but what helps, this is a really great technique to use too if you want to blend out really crazy colors so it doesn't look as harsh and you don't have those harsh lines. Putting down base color will really help blend it out easier. Next, I am going in with a blue pigment, and I'm using my hands for this only because I feel like when I use my fingers, the oils in my fingers help to make the color pop more. So I'm actually doing this to get the color to be more vibrant. It's time for her to have home. Next up, I am going in with a denser brush, and I'm just using that in my crease to pack in that darker blue color. Notice how I am packing that down first and patting it down and then swooping it into the crease. If you pat it down, it's going to help make the color more intense. Next, I am going in with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to start to create a little triangle in that outer corner. What I'm doing here and why I'm building these colors too is just to create more depth. Similar to how you would in a drawing, you want to create more shadows to create more depth to make it look more realistic. I'm creating depth by using these colors. So I'm just basically outlining my crease, my outer crease, and feel free with this part too. If it's a little sloppy, it's okay because you're going to go through later and blend it out with a fluffy brush anyways. So I'm just packing that in with the pencil brush, and then I'm going to blend that out with my fluffy brush. When I'm blending that out, I am sweeping that not left to right typically, but I'm using circular motions. And then I'm also just repeating these steps again just to create that depth. It's easier to start off with less color and build upon it as opposed to starting off with too much color and then not being able to blend it at all. So I'm just kind of building upon it little by little, where I'm going back in and creating more depth with that darker pigment and then blending that out with my fluffy brush. And notice too, I'm also dragging that color closer to the inner corner of my lid just to put that pigment there as well. Afterwards, I am going on with a glitter adhesive and a little bit of glitter just to put this on my lid. I am using Hawaii 5.0 from Lit Cosmetics. And I absolutely love their adhesive as well. I just feel like I don't have a ton of fallout with it, but you can feel free to use any sort of craft glitter you can get at like a Ben Franklin or a craft store. That will work just as good as well. But also, if you're not into glitter, feel free just to skip this step. After I'm done applying the glitter, I'm going to go back with my pencil brush, and I'm going to go underneath my eye just to kind of create a more of a smoky eye. And I'm going to take a darker blue color and put that towards the outer corner, and then I'm going to put a green color in the middle just to incorporate that awesome Seahawks green. After that, I decided it still didn't pop enough, so I added some glitter on top of that just to give it that extra pizzazz. Then I'm going to start on my liner. I just recently started using a gel liner, and I actually really like it. I like the way it looks too. It kind of creates like a softer liner look, but for this it was a little bit difficult going on top of the glitter. As you can see right now, as I'm dragging it, creating my wing, you can still see the glitter through it, and it kind of looks kind of clumpy. It didn't give me as straight as an edge as I thought, so you can definitely use gel liner, but I would actually recommend using a liquid liner just because it's easier to hide the glitter. And I actually go over, as you can see now, I'm going over my winged eyeliner with a liquid liner. Just because I felt like it made it pop more and it made it look more clean. After that, I'm also putting on false lashes. You definitely don't need to do this, but I like creating more fun and dramatic looks, and so these false lashes just give it an extra pop. And when I'm putting on false lashes, I really like to make sure I blow on the glue a little bit or let the glue set on the lashes first to make it a little bit tackier, and I find it's easier to maneuver the lashes. And I also bend them to fit into my eye shape, as you can see I'm doing right now. I'm just pressing them in and just bending them to fit my eye shape. Last up, don't forget to add your favorite mascara to your bottom lashes. Alright, so that is the completed look for the first tutorial. This tutorial is the easiest one to accomplish out of the three because it incorporates the least amount of colors. However, you can definitely still dress it up and make it look fun by adding that glitter and those dramatic lashes as well. Next up, at a more medium level of difficulty, we have a multicolored winged liner. Since this look is liner focused, we're not going to do a ton for the eyeshadow, but I am putting down just a little bit of a light base. So I'm putting in more of a peach color in my crease and then a lighter, almost white color on my lid, just to kind of make that liner pop even more. Then as a base for the shadows I'm going to put on my liner, I'm going in with a white liner just because I feel like it helps the colors pop more and it helps me create a really nice outline. So I'm marking out where my tail end should be, and then I'm taking it at the farthest point and dragging it towards the center of my iris. And then from the inner corner of my eye, I'm also going to start there and meet that in the middle just to fill in any other gaps. Which doesn't make sense at all. When I start putting down my shadows, I am going to put that green color in the middle first just because it's easier to blend that way. So I'm putting that down right in the middle of my lid. And all of the shadows I am using for this look come from the Urban Decay electric palette, which you can find at any Sephora or Ulta store. And so what I'm doing here is I am putting the lighter blue color in the inner corner and towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm using that more of a transition color because I realized if you use the darker blue next to the green, it looks kind of harsh. So I'm using that just to blend easier so it doesn't create those harsh lines. When I'm taking this blue color, I'm not going all the way up to the tip of my winged eyeliner just because I thought it looked cool having the last part being white. And then I'm going back on top of those same colors with similar colors and glitters I got from a craft store. So where the green is, I'm putting down green glitter, and I'm also putting light blue and the glitter in the light blue transition color, and so on and so forth. Again, you don't have to do the glitters for this part. I just thought it was fun because it gave an extra pop, but the colors are already vibrant enough on their own, so this step is not necessary. And I'm using that deeper blue here just to kind of define that winged liner. I'm using that just to help create a sharper point. And then in the white part, I am going over with one of my Lit Cosmetics glitters in Tinseltown just to create that silver because the Seahawks, one of their other colors, is silver. So I'm just creating that just to give it that extra pop. And then the very last step is to put on a coat of your favorite mascara and false lashes if you'd like to. And then your Seahawks-inspired winged liner is complete. Out of the three looks, this one is definitely the most natural looking because it doesn't cover the lid completely, and it can be done pretty quickly as well. So that is the completed Seahawks-inspired winged liner. This final look uses some of the beautiful colors from the electric palette. So starting off, I'm going to use my jumbo crayon from NYX in the shade Milk just to create a nice white base to make these colors pop a little bit more. So I'm putting that down, and then I'm also smoothing it out with my finger. Next, I'm going to pop in the green color from the electric palette towards the middle, and I'm using the same technique that I used in the very first look where I'm using my fingers to pat down some of the color in the middle. This is not a great technique to use for blending, however it does help create a beautiful intense color payout because of the oils from your hands. After that, I am taking the lighter blue shade from the palette called Gonzo, and with a fluffy brush, I'm just lightly blending that into the inner corner, the outer corner, and the crease. And I'm just using this to help kind of blend out those colors so it doesn't look super harsh, so those colors naturally blend. Obstacles find a way for me, they rain on me, time's running out, I can stop. So with a pencil brush, I am now taking that darker blue color from the electric palette, and I'm lightly packing that in my inner corner and my outer corner as well. Similarly to the very first look I did, I am using these darker, deeper colors on the outside and inside just to create some more depth. And with a denser, fluffy brush, I am going to lightly pack that in and blend that out. Notice I'm not using big sweeping motions because I want the colors to stay pretty much exactly where I put them. I just don't want the colors to be as harsh next to each other, so I'm lightly blending those out using circular motions and patting motions as well. Afterwards, you'll see me putting on a little bit more of the green color in the middle, and basically I'll continuously do this where I will pack on pigment and then I will also blend it out until I feel like it is blended to perfection and it's as deep of a pigment as I want it to be. So you can continuously do these steps, or you can stop whenever you'd like. I just felt like the color wasn't blended enough, and I felt like it wasn't as pigmented as much as I wanted it to be. So I kept blending it and adding colors until I felt like I achieved the look I was going for. So once it is completely blended out to the way you want it to be, you can go on with your liner. So you could use a black liner for this. I chose to use a white liner because I felt like it popped more and it was very subtle, and it didn't take away from the fun colors like the black one did. So I'm going on with a Stila liquid liner in the white color, and I'm also going to create a winged liner with this. So right now you can see me mapping out my line that I will do for my winged liner. Next, I will sweep it down towards the middle of my iris, starting from the farthest point and then bringing it in closer. And then I'll continuously mold my winged liner until I feel like it looks even. And typically with a winged liner, you want to go a little bit lighter in towards the inner crease, and then kind of a little bit higher in the middle. So you'll see me doing that here, where I make it really light towards the inner crease and a little bit thicker towards the middle. And I'm just going on top of that to make sure it looks really white, because I do want it to still stand out next to the other fun colors. I want it to look white. After that, I am going on back with my Lit Cosmetics glitter in Tinseltown, and I am putting that on top of where I have my white liner. Next up, I am putting on some false lashes. You can skip this step if you have beautifully long lashes, but I always love adding a little bit more drama to looks like these. Afterwards, I did notice that underneath my eye looked a little bit bare, so I'm putting some more color. I'm using that Gonzo pigment again, and then I'm also blending that in with some green pigment as well, just to make sure it looks nice and blended. So that is the completed look. This look was by far my favorite out of the three, just because I absolutely loved how vibrant the colors were, and I thought it was really beautiful how the silver liner just kind of complemented the bright colors as well. So those are the three completed looks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I had a lot of fun making these tutorials, and I hope you guys have fun too creating your own makeup looks for Super Bowl Sunday.